Anyone who's visited Oxford Street recently in the heart of London's West End shopping district has probably noticed things have changed since the pandemic. Big names like Topshop and Debenhams have shut their doors, and other lesser-known retailers have sprung up. That's why the local council, along with hundreds of retailers, is spending £90 million to revamp the whole area.
It's a £90 million scheme. It's from Marble Arch to Tottenham Court Road. So it's the full length of Oxford Street, and that's really, really important. And you can tell it's very busy on a normal afternoon here in Oxford Street. So what we really want to do is we want to widen the pavement, reduce the carriageway, giving our customers more space to move around and enjoy the experience, more trees, more greening, more lighting, more benches, and what you truly expect from a world-class destination.
Under the plans, a dozen pedestrian crossings will be added. The area near Claridge's Hotel will be pedestrianized with seating and trees. The streets around Selfridges will have added footpaths and upgrades, making them safer and greener. A new cycle lane near Bond Street Tube Station will allow for safer crossing. And Grosvenor Square in Mayfair will see its pavements widened with more greenery and additional cycle and e-scooter parking.
As long as people can sort of access where they want to go easily. I mean, I think it's great at the moment just having buses and taxis, but I think to reduce other traffic at certain times of day would be a good thing.
Yeah, 100%. I think there should be more bike lanes as well. There's no bike lanes on Oxford Street, and I think it'd just be a lot nicer. And I think eating out as well on the street would also be very nice.
Visitor numbers are still about 20% lower than before the pandemic, but they have gone up 12% over the past year. Investors are also betting on Oxford Street bouncing back. According to BNP Paribas, UK retail is once again gaining traction among international investors. The bank says about £100 million was invested in the sector in 2023, a figure expected to be 3 or 4 times higher this year. Retailers are also coming back. HMV returned in November last year, and IKEA is set to open its first high street store on the site previously occupied by Topshop.
It's changing. You know, retail has been changing for a long time. If you look at any high street in the UK, but fortunately we're leading the evolution. So yes, we've lost some of the older stores that have been here for a long time, but we've got new ones coming. We're so excited to welcome IKEA later this year, which I think really proves their commitment to Oxford Street and to the West End. And we've got other brands doing the same. Pandora have opened their third store on Oxford Street. So the commitment is there. It's changing, and it's changing for the positive.
The revamp also coincides with visa changes that make it easier and cheaper for GCC nationals to visit the UK. And a campaign to reinstate VAT-free shopping is gaining traction, with reports the government is considering bringing it back, ending what some consider a tourist tax that costs the UK economy £11 billion a year. For decades, Oxford Street has been an international destination for shoppers and a key revenue source for London's retail sector. It's important to the city that Oxford Street does well. That's why it is hoped that with these new plans, the street and the surrounding areas can be revived once again. Karina Kamel, Al Arabiya, London.